A new Japanese trailer for Rogue One, A Star Wars Story is here and has a huge Jedi connection. What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Riel. I'm going to speculate the heck out of this trailer. So this necklace has what appears to be a kyber crystal, the rare crystals that only reveal themselves to the Jedi to be used in making a lightsaber. It's being given to a young Jyn Erso, the movie's protagonist, by her mother, Lyra Erso, who says, "Trust in the Force." And of course, the immediate reaction to this is, Jin's mom is a Jedi. That makes Jyn Force sensitive. Oh my gosh. But that might not be the case. As we've seen people in Star Wars movies say, "May the Force be with you," as a phrase of goodwill, like "peace be with you" in church. And that doesn't necessarily make them a Jedi. This movie takes place after the Jedi are wiped out, just before A New Hope. So we just don't know what ties the Erso family has to them, but we hope to find out when the movie comes. So to know why kyber crystals are important, let's jump to how Jyn becomes involved in all of this. Here she is as a young girl when the Empire comes to forcibly recruit her father's scientist, Galen Erso, to help them with the Death Star. Now, kyber crystals are what the Death Star uses to fire its planet-destroying lasers. So if he has kyber crystals and knows about them, then he's obviously a very valuable asset to the Empire. And now I want to jump to this shot of Galen later in the film, where he's actually wearing an Imperial uniform. He's working for them, and it looks like they're not too happy with him here. Maybe he's doing a mission report, and they're not too happy with the progress he's making. Maybe he's holding back because he's not on their side. They're forcing him to work for them. So we're thinking probably maybe this is just a fan theory, but he's the one who leaks the Death Star plans for Jyn and the Rogue One squad to come steal, and perhaps they're calling him in here because he's in a lot of trouble. And if we go forward later, there's this shot of him in the rain, and things aren't looking so good for him. And again, some fans are theorizing that he actually built in the design flaw of the Death Star and then leaks the plans to show the rebels how to capitalize on it, like we saw Luke Skywalker do in A New Hope. So whatever he did, it looks like he's paying for it now. And I honestly would not expect him to make it out of this movie alive. And in fact, a lot of other characters I would not expect to make it out alive either. And a big reason of that is this. And that's no moon, that's the Death Star. Here it is orbiting over the planet Jeddah, which is a spiritual home of worship for people who believe in the Force. The people who live there aren't necessarily Jedi, but they have faith in it, like Donnie Yen's character, whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce because it is a Star Wars name. And here's the Death Star doing a very right here, very foreboding eclipse thing, and then firing for the first time we've seen. Now we know that Alderaan in A New Hope was completely destroyed by the Death Star, so this has got to be a test shot, at least I'm thinking, because I'm imagining they're still trying to get the kyber crystals to work, because the laser does not destroy this planet. If we keep go forward here, it's just doing a ton of damage. They're trying to escape and fly out of it, and it looks like a cool action scene. So it doesn't have the power to destroy a planet yet. And the last shot I want to touch on here is it's the new Vader shot, and this is the same place we saw him before, with him coming out of the mist when director Krennic was there, but now he's doing that thing with his hand. I mean, he's probably using the Force, probably choking Krennic for who knows what reason. And they've said that Vader is more of a background villain in this. He's in a lot of the promotional material to help sell the movie, but the filmmakers have said he won't be in the movie that much. He's not a huge part of the movie. So maybe Krennic fails and Vader shows up to encourage him to do better, and that's what puts pressure on Krennic to start getting a little more lethal, and that's when people start to die and we say goodbye to a lot of the cast. I don't know, but we'll find out together soon when Rogue One hits theaters. So for more on Rogue One, for everything Star Wars, keep it here on IGN.